Hey guys, what's up? My name is Alex Courtney, coming from Creepypasta Development. Today I'm going to be doing the basics of Blender. Um, Instead of going over all these different buttons, and confusing you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it through modeling. So for this first tutorial, we are just going to make a simple chair, and it's going to be able to go into a game later on in UDK as we get more advanced. Because like I said, this is a development website. It's not just strictly tutorials of rendering in Blender. So we're not going to worry about smoothing it out using other things to make it look really decent. It's just going to be kind of like the shape of a chair, the square. It's going to be kind of like a rough model of one. Because the next tutorial what we're going to do is we're going to go and smooth everything, subdivide, and not subdivide, sorry, smooth everything out, texture it, and UV unwrap it, and then it'll be ready for everything else that we're going to do later on. So right now what we're going to want to do is we're going to take your default cube, you're going to right click or left click this, drag it on up, and then hit S and Z, scale it on down a little bit more, about right there. You want to go to tablet edit mode, and you're going to hit face select mode in this little panel down here, left or right click this, hit E and S, scale it on down about halfway there so you can see what it's doing. And you're going to want to right click again, drag this up about right there, and so now you see how you kind of get a cushion look to this. So what we're going to name, we're going to go here on your little your objects panel here, and we're going to name this seat just to keep this organized, so when we texture this and unwrap it, we know what we have. So next thing what we're going to do is we're going to hit Shift A, Cube Mesh Cube right here, and we're going to want to scale this down, and we're going to make the back of the chair. So you hit S, Shift C to scale in on all axes this time, scaling about right there, and we're going to want to bring it over. Same thing, just drag this here with the left mouse button click, and then drag it over, scale down a little bit again, hit S, Shift C to scale it in just a little bit more. There we go. Then we're going to want to do is hit Shift D and Y to lock it on the Y axis, Shift D and Y again, lock it there. So now you see you can kind of get like a back of a chair look. You get the back of the chair now, they should say. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to go 1 and 5. No, sorry about this. I'm going to hold down the middle mouse button or the scroll button to move around like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and rotate this on the Y axis right there. And the way I'm doing this is by going down and this little panel down here by the manipulation tools, and you got your axis tools, and then you got your rotation tool. So just rotate it right there on the Y axis like that, go 1 and 5, and then you just hit G to grab, just move it wherever you want. And then again, and then to select all these, what we're going to want to do is I'm going to hit Shift, select these here, and then bring them on up. Okay, sorry if I went a little bit too fast. I kind of got to slow down here, but so now that you're in 1 and 5, you're in front view of orthographic mode. What we're going to want to do is we're going to hit Shift D by just selecting one of these here, these objects here. Hit Shift D. Oops, I actually did that too many. No, okay. Shift D right there. And then what we're going to want to do is we're going to go, again, rotation tool, which is down here again. Grab this, hold down Control so it snaps to the, or it kind of slows it down, it kind of snaps to the grid a little bit. And this, you want to bring it on up. You can hit S and X, scale it on in. And then what we're going to want to do from there is we're going to go Shift D and Z, scale it in like that. Oops, no, sorry. Yeah. 1 and 5 again, and then bring it on down to the back there, so you got something holding in the back. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to move this one over here. We're going to go Shift D and X, Shift D and X, and there you go. So now that we got that, you see how you got the back of the back of the chair, and just move this down just a little bit. And again, you can take all these here. Let's actually do this real quick. Take all these here. S and X, scale them out to line up with the chair. Okay, so now you got the back of this chair. And again, just kind of move these in just a little bit so it's not so spaced out awkwardly. So then we're going to go and take just one of these here on the far end. We're going to hit Shift D and we're going to hit Z, and we're going to make, and then scale this down. We're going to make the legs of the chair. Bring this up. Place it under the chair. Shift D and X. We're going to hold down Shift over here, Shift D and Y, and we're just going to move it up over here. So now you got your simple basic chair, and again you can go ahead and name these back ends here by just selecting them, going over here, and then going right under the object data, and I'm going to go ahead and name them later, but to save time, go ahead and show you there. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial here. I hope you guys learned some things now, starting to understand the manipulation tools, the rotation tools, and the edit mode, and how to add more objects. So now that's done, the next tutorial, like I said, we are going to go in and smooth everything out, texture it, and unwrap it, and make it good to go for the game engine in UDK. Again, I am Alex Gorney from Creepypasta Development. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Bye.